You think you're doing everything right. You've cut the bread, you've ditched the pasta, and you're loading up on foods labeled keto-friendly. But your blood sugar is still all over the place, and you have absolutely no idea why. What if the problem isn't your willpower? What if the problem is the food you think is safe? Today we're exposing 7 so-called keto foods that are secretly spiking your blood sugar behind your back. Some of these are going to genuinely shock you because they're in almost every keto pantry in the world right now. Stay with me until the end, because number 6 completely changed how I think about low-carb eating, and I don't want you to miss it. Let's start with number 1, and this one hurts because so many people rely on it daily. Almond flour baked goods. Now, almond flour itself is relatively low in carbohydrates, and on paper it looks like the perfect keto ingredient. But here's the problem nobody talks about. When you start combining almond flour with eggs, butter, sweeteners, and leavening agents to create muffins, pancakes, or bread, the total carbohydrate load of that finished product climbs higher than most people realize. People will eat 2 or 3 of these guilt-free muffins and wonder why they feel sluggish afterward. The portion sizes people naturally take with baked goods are the real trap here, because the food still tastes and feels like a treat, so your brain doesn't register that you've consumed a meaningful amount of carbohydrates. Number 2 is something you probably have in your refrigerator right now. Flavored full-fat yogurts marketed as keto or low-carb. Regular yogurt has always been controversial in low-carb circles, but the newer wave of keto-branded yogurts has given people a false sense of security. Many of these products contain natural flavors, fruit concentrates, or added sweeteners that push the sugar content higher than the clean keto label suggests. Even the ones using sugar alcohols can be tricky. Certain sugar alcohols like maltitol behave more like regular sugar in your body than the label would have you believe. Always check where maltitol appears on the ingredient list, because if it's near the top, your blood glucose might tell a completely different story than the net carb count promises. Moving on to number 3. Protein bars with the keto seal of approval. The marketing on these is incredibly effective. You see the keto badge, you see the high protein number, and you assume your blood sugar is safe. But flip that bar over and look at the sweeteners used. Many keto protein bars use a combination of maltitol, corn fiber, and highly processed ingredients that your digestive system handles differently than the math on the label suggests. Some people experience a full glucose spike from these bars that rivals what a regular candy bar would cause. The keto label is a marketing decision, not a medical guarantee. Number 4 is going to make some of you genuinely upset. Cashews. I know, nuts are supposed to be the perfect keto snack. And for most nuts, that's largely true. But cashews are the outlier in the nut family. They carry a significantly higher carbohydrate content compared to macadamia nuts, pecans, or walnuts. A small handful of cashews seems completely harmless, but the carbs add up faster than you expect, and their glycemic impact is real. If you've been snacking on cashews freely because they're nuts and nuts are keto, this could absolutely be contributing to blood sugar fluctuations you haven't been able to explain. Let's talk about number 5, which is one of the sneakiest offenders on this entire list. Certain keto-friendly sauces and condiments. Think about the barbecue sauce, the keto ketchup, or the specialty hot sauces you've been adding to your meals. Even when these products advertise 0 added sugar, they frequently contain ingredients like modified food starch, tapioca fiber, or chicory root in quantities that affect blood sugar more than the net carb calculation shows. Tapioca fiber in particular has faced scrutiny because some research suggests it functions more like a digestible carbohydrate in the body than a true fiber. That tiny squeeze of sauce you're adding might be doing more damage than the main meal itself. Number 6, and this is the one I promised you at the beginning. Sweeteners that everyone in the keto world trusts completely. I'm talking specifically about products using a blend of erythritol and other sweeteners mixed together, plus the increasingly popular allulose-based products. Now, erythritol on its own has a genuinely favourable blood sugar profile for most people. But recent research has started asking deeper questions about how these sweeteners interact with gut health, insulin response, and individual metabolic variation. Some people experience measurable blood sugar changes from certain sweeteners that are universally considered safe on paper. The lesson here is that individual response matters enormously. What keeps one person in ketosis without any issue can nudge another person out of it completely. If you've been doing everything right and still struggling, removing sweeteners entirely for 2 weeks and testing your blood sugar response could be genuinely eye-opening. Number 7 is something that has exploded in popularity over the last few years: keto bread and tortilla products from commercial brands. The surge of low-carb bread alternatives flooding grocery stores has been fantastic for people who miss sandwiches and wraps. But the way these products achieve their low net carb counts is often through aggressive use of wheat fiber, oat fiber, or other functional fibers that are still being studied for their metabolic effects. Some people tolerate these breads with zero blood sugar impact. Others experience real glucose elevation. The variables include your individual gut microbiome, how much of the product you eat, and what else you're eating alongside it. Eating 2 slices of keto bread with a high-fat filling is a very different metabolic event for a sensitive person than eating 1 slice alone. So what do you do with all of this information? The single most powerful thing you can take away from this video is that net carb counting is a framework, not a law of physics. Your body processes food based on biology, not label math. The ingredients inside the food, your individual gut bacteria, your current stress levels, your sleep quality, and your metabolic health will all influence how your blood sugar responds to anything you eat. 2 people following the exact same keto meal plan can have dramatically different glucose outcomes. The practical solution is simple, but requires some effort. Invest in a continuous glucose monitor, or even just a standard fingertip glucose meter, and actually test your response to the foods you eat regularly. Test 2 hours after eating that almond flour muffin. Test after the keto protein bar. Test after the cashews. The data you collect about your own body will be infinitely more valuable than any general guideline you find online, including this video. Your glucose response is personal. Also, get in the habit of reading full ingredient lists, rather than just checking the net carb number on the front. The net carb figure is calculated by the manufacturer, and the methodology is not standardized. What one company counts as fiber that should be subtracted, another company might handle differently. The full ingredient list never lies to you the way a front of package number can. The keto world has produced incredible results for millions of people managing weight, blood sugar, and metabolic health. But the commercialization of keto has also created a landscape full of products that wear the keto label while quietly undermining the very goals you're trying to achieve. You deserve to know exactly what's in your food and how it actually affects your body, not just what a marketing team decided to print on the front of a bag. If this video helped you look at your keto pantry with fresh eyes, share it with someone you know who's been struggling to see results. And if you want to go deeper on which specific foods are genuinely blood sugar safe versus which ones are just cleverly marketed, the next video is exactly where you need to go. Your health is worth the extra 5 minutes.